people don't engage exactly the same way
No.
as they do when they're sitting in person. So
Yeah.
how do you bridge that with your technology?
Well, it was interesting because I think if we actually had in our industry peak video conferencing in 2020 during the pandemic. I say that because what everybody was doing is they were dialing in from their laptops and they had a head and shoulder shot.
Yeah.
And everyone had their own microphone, everyone had their own speakers. So you could look in people's eyes, you could actually see what was going on, you could read body language. And then people came back to their office and they were sort of presented again with this sort of distant view of a camera sort of looking down on a group of people. And they lost that connection.
The whole concept became kind of different.
Yeah, it became back to almost as though those people who were dialing in were an afterthought. And that was the sort of productivity difference that we saw when people came back. So the manufacturers now, what they're doing is they're trying to recreate that head and shoulder shot. So camera technologies automatically zoom in so that they try and replicate that head and shoulder shot so people can look back in their eyes again.
The picture you painted for me was kind of like, imagine this was a meeting room. So we've got a long table. We could probably sit around 6 people around here.
Yeah.
And then there would be a screen with, I don't know, maybe another 6 people dialing in from their home offices.
That's right, yeah.
But these 6 people here in the office, in the meeting room, would still need to take notice of the people on the screen.
That's right. If you've got individuals dialing in remotely, they are doing that COVID presentation, if you like. So they're generally coming in with that head and shoulder shot.
Yes.
So they get a section of the screen that they can be presented on.
Yeah.
So
natural,
when you're sat in the room, what you're essentially seeing is a really good representative of that person. If somebody's dialing in from another meeting room, what you get is, if you've got a good system in place with AI built into it, you generally get zoomed in images so you can see eye contact and you can see body language. Those that haven't got that technology, you kind of see more of the walls and the doors and the table than you do of the individuals. So you just see these tiny little specks of people.
I see what you mean. Okay.
So the drive within the technology is to try and have dynamics viewing so that people can be seen properly. And equity is the key word. So multi-camera systems, like we've got recording us here, we've got 3 cameras pointing at us. And the reason for that is we can swap those viewing angles so that it looks right.